Ladies and gentlemen, and let's start our presentation program here tonight, 790 Homestead Boulevard, good old City Hall, 50 years plus. We're going to start off tonight with a recognition. We just recently had our State of the City address. It's the third State of the City address under my leadership as mayor, and probably the best one that we've had so far. And I want to recognize some individuals who I think went far above and beyond the call of duty. You know, you have an employee who's here to roll out the red carpet for the State of the City, to bus people in and out, to set up tables, to set up equipment, IT, and that's their job. But what I saw that night, I'm going to tell you, it's incredible what the men and women did to make that particular State of the City probably one of the best that I've ever been to or been involved in. So with that, we have these orchids over here for men and women. Men do wear pink, and men do appreciate beautiful flowers. So please accept this orchid as a token of my appreciation for all your hard work and efforts during the planning stage of the day of the State of the City address. You have to water what you want to grow, and what I want to grow here in Homestead is a teamwork, and we prove that on November 2nd, a successful team beats with one heart, and we were truly successful that night. And without further ado, I'd like to call up John Eric Weiss, Franz Haskell, Patty Sullivan, Maria Cavell, Marisol Rivas, Kalia Evelyn, Jerry Estrada, Timothy Craig, John Carter, Sylvia Brio, Eileen Fernandez, Anthony Ramirez, Myleth Chico, George Rios, Dwayne Dixon, Alexis Guerrero, Elizabeth Sewell, Jennifer Bravo, Jenny Pavis, Stephanie Abate, Stacy Palmer, Anna Panecki, Mike Tapadino, Jack Weiss, Dennis Maytan, James Laurent, Mo Haskis. I know that was a big committee, but that was truly a big task. And again, one of the best State of the Cities we've had. Close to 500 citizens turned out. 500 citizens on a night that we had three major events. One being the coming out of the Thunderbirds. One being one of our lady organizations here is very popular. And still, we had a tremendous turnout of all sections of our community to listen to what's been accomplished and what will be accomplished in our very near future. So with that, I'd like to thank each and every one of you very much. Token of my appreciation. And could I have a certificate to read one of the certificates? Because this, Lazaro Fraga, I'm sorry, that was not on the list, but Lazaro, please come up. God bless you. This is, we did a past, present, and future theme for those of you that weren't there and the citizens that are viewing now tonight. And the past, of course, was a picture of the old downtown Homestead, and the present was a beautiful picture of our new hospital. And the future was a picture of a joint use at Homestead Air Force Base, which has been talked about for years, with the F-16, a bomber, and FedEx plane on the tarmac. And don't hold your breath, because that's not too far off in the future, I promise you. And its certificate reads, Certificate of Appreciation Awards to Jennifer Bravo and every one of you for your contribution and dedication to the success of our 2012 State of the City Address, Homestead's past, present, and future. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. Wait a minute. There's always somebody trying to hide. Lola Lanio, my assistant, incredible. She worked her fingers to the bone. And look, she doesn't make a certificate for herself. She probably didn't buy an orchid for herself. So everybody take an orchid, please, because it is truly a symbol of teamwork. And water it, and it will grow. And again, thank you very much. The next presentation recognition is Fraternal Order of Police presentation of Police Explorers. Will you please come up? Who's giving that presentation? FOP? Thank you. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, sir. I'm just going to be part of it, right? Yeah.
Good evening. Mr. Mayor, Council, thank you for having us here. Today, we're here to honor the Homestead Police Explorers. As most of you know, you've probably seen them in several events, the rodeo, Chrome Avenue, especially the NASCAR races. Working with them, let me tell you, hats off to them. All the hours that they volunteer, the heat that they go through, just their professionalism at the races. I was told by many people how professional they were, especially at the police parking lot. And I think that's basically shows the character that Officer Robbie Tate and Alicia Wiggins, you guys come up here, have pretty much instilled into these kids. The work that they do is just fantastic. The Fraternal Order of Police is our fraternal lodge here in Homestead, the William F. Brantley Lodge. And just to explain a little bit on how we do this, the donation that's given to them today is basically comes from hours worked by every police officer in the city of Homestead. So that's how we're able to make this donation to them today and present them with this plaque which reads FOP, William F. Brantley Lodge number 13 of Homestead, Florida, to the Homestead Police Explorers in recognition of your continued service to the FOP, Homestead Police Department, and the citizens of Homestead. Also, a $2,000 check for the Homestead Police Explorers. So if you ever see them working out there, please pat them on the back, let them know what good job they're doing, because they're a whole bunch of good kids.
Thank you.
Well, on behalf of the City of Homestead Police Explorers, I'd like to thank everyone. It was a group effort, and thank you.
Just to say something real quick, that was our chief explorer. So all the hard work and pressure I put on him, he in turns, helps the explorers and helps me out a lot with the program. I just like to thank the FOP for recognizing the hard work that the explorers do and awarding the kids for it, because they spend a lot of time, several days a week, not only the races, but even the races they spent for their Saturday and Sunday where they could be out playing or going to the mall, they spent it working. So I'd like to give the police explorers a hand for that.
Good evening, everyone. I can't say any more that they hadn't said about the explorers. This program started about 25 years ago, and a lot of explorers that's here today, we had guys that was in the explorers program 25 years ago, and now they're police officers. Detective Aquino, Anthony Green, it's just a whole lot of guys that came out of the program at the age of 13 and 14 years old. They've been in the department now for 20 and 25 years. So this program is successful, and he's living proof of that. So thank you all again. Really appreciate it. And hopefully hopefully one of you all will take my place one day. Very soon. If time allow me, I want Manny Figueroa to come up for a minute. I'll be very brief. He probably think I'm getting ready to get rid of him or something, you know.
Chief.
Officer Figueroa.
Yes, sir.
He's been with the department as a reserve officer for 8 years, and this guy has worked tirelessly with our department for $1 a year. He did something last year that the mayor and the council adopted. We had one of our police officers, one of our fallen police officers. He was in an accident 25 years ago, and Manny Figueroa, we did all the research of his death and everything, and got him where I think this coming May, he will be at the police memorial in Washington, D.C. They're going to put him up on the board. He was in an accident, like I said, 25 years ago, and as a result of his investigation, we found out that his cause of death was during the time he was a police officer here in Homestead. Not only that, Manny has done many background investigation for our police department to bring on more observers and also other reserve officers and also full-time police officers, dispatchers. Whatever we asked him to do, he's done that. Never complained. This guy's unbelievable. Again, those who don't understand what I'm talking about, this guy do all this for $1 a year. So those who have a job, you should appreciate it. They get paid real money, you know. But just saying that, I had a couple of guys that's in the honor guard came to me just last week and said, you know, Chief, we should do something for this guy. Tete Cabrera, Tete Morales, and also Edgar. They came to me and they said, you know, this guy done all the work and everything, and we should just do something for him. And I said, what you guys want to do? He said, I think we should make him a detective because this guy worked with us all the time. Every time we called him, he get involved in our task force. He do all the work for us, everything. And I said, you know what, you guys? I said, that's a no-brainer. That's why he's here tonight, because I'm going to take it out of paper, if I can get it open.
Chief, I just bought this knife for $8.
Now, when I came on the 7-9, I was able to just rip that off, you know what I mean? But out years later, you know, I got a little weak. I can't do that no more. But anyway, tonight, with all seriousness, we're gonna assign him to the detective division and give him the detective badge for all the hard work he's done here at Homestead Police Department. For $1 a year. This guy, he really hustles and does a good job. And everybody here love him. He don't complain. He's here every time we need him. And I think I came in last Tuesday. He was doing some more work for us last Tuesday. This guy's unbelievable. So on behalf of myself, the mayor, city council, city manager, and all the police officers here in this building today, we want to give you this badge, detective badge, and tell you thanks for everything you've done for us. And I hope you wear it with pride.
Chief, Mayor, City Council, all guests. Wow, I didn't expect this. Thank you. Thank you very much, and I'll make you proud. Thanks.
And real quick, I apologize I didn't do it in the beginning, but I'd like to present to you the FOP board in case you guys don't know. My name is Fernando Morales. The president, vice president, Yanko Rodriguez, come up here. Come up here. First vice president, Raul Cabrera. Our secretary, Howard Diener, wasn't able to be here. He's working right now. And our treasurer, Eric Rodriguez.
On behalf of the entire city council, city manager, and all of the employees of the City of Homestead. We thank you for what you do, Police Explorers, and we thank you, Police Department, for what you do. And Manny, you're way up there on my list, you know that. Manny and I both are working very hard towards making autism more awareness of autism in Homestead, and I thank you for that, Manny. Right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Next item on the special presentations is Homestead Air Reserve Base presentation to the Police Department. So, Police Department, come back up. And who's here from the Homestead Air Reserve Base?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Vice Mayor, council members, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Frank Melgarejo, and I'm the commanding officer for the recruiting efforts here in South Florida. I am part of the United States Army Recruiting Command. And the reason why I'm standing here before you today is to publicly say thank you to the Homestead Police Department for their efforts in basically taking care of a situation that could have gone very bad and turning it around and taking care of one of our soldiers. So with that, I'd like to go ahead and have the certificates. I'd like to go ahead and read the certificate because every member of the Homestead Police Department will receive the same certificate with the same citation. So it reads in the following fashion. In recognition of your professionalism and support to the Miami Recruiting Battalion, we wish to take this opportunity to convey our most sincere appreciation for your efforts on the evening of 20 October 2012. Your willingness to go beyond the call of duty supported the successful conclusion of what could have been a volatile situation. Thank you for the job well done and the support provided to our soldiers. Along with this certificate, we're also going to present each of the officers a coin. And this coin has a long-standing tradition. For those of you who've served in the military before, you know that the history of this coin basically goes back to the end of World War II. Not this coin, but the tradition of the coin goes back to World War II, where special units recognize members of those units with these coins. And it was sort of a challenge coin, because the members of those units who had the coin basically had to carry it with them at all times. Because if they failed to do so, and another member of that unit went ahead and coined them by simply just dropping the coin, and the soldier or the officer failed to have the coin with them, well, that individual owed the individual who coined them a beverage of their choice. So now you're going to be part of the team. Again, our team, the Army team. Again, I want to say thank you. I really appreciate the hard work that evening. So when I do call your name, I'd like to ask Captain Kent if you can help. Okay. And we do have them in order somewhat. So if I do go out of order, please don't take it personal. All right. The first certificate is presented to Sergeant Bryce Barker, I'm sorry. The next certificate goes to Sergeant Yanko Rodriguez. Detective Antonio Aquino, Detective Raul Cabrera, Detective Fernando Morales, Detective Garland Wright, Officer Stephen Boney, Officer Jesus Gonzalez, Dispatcher Raul Rodriguez, Dispatcher Camille Sanchez, Captain Kevin Kent, and Captain Marie Kent. Anybody else? Okay. So if you would join me in a round of applause.
Thank you very much.
I can't give the police department coins and not give a coin to the mayor. So, Mr. Mayor, thank you.
Thank you, sir, very much. And thank you for all you do, protecting us 24/7. My heart goes out to you, and God bless all of you, all right? Thank you very much.
Army strong, sir.
Yes. Who? Thank you for all the help you did. South Dade Homestead Senior High football players, coach, presentation, Centennial Councilwoman Faircloth McCormick, and our Centennial group. Will you please come up?
How you doing this evening? How you doing? Wonderful. November 9th, 2012 marked a special moment for the city of Homestead's history. It marked the 30-year rivalry of two great football organizations. Two coaches were honored for decades of service to the sport that night. Homestead Senior High coach Bobby McCray, who has committed 30 years of service to the sport, and South Dade Senior High School athletic director Joe Fanari, who had committed 32 years to the sport. As the city of Homestead fast approaches its 100-year milestone, the city of Homestead, the Centennial Steering Committee, along with Mr. Robert Epling, the president and CEO of Community Bank, and Mr. Willie Carpenter, the vice president of Community Bank, commissioned 3 commemorative footballs to mark the both upcoming 100-year celebration of the city and the 30-year rivalry of these two organizations. One football was presented to each of the two coaches that game day. And one of the footballs, which is here with me tonight, is going to be presented to the winner of that game. In addition, the Centennial Steering Committee and the City of Homestead wanted to publicly honor all the players from both teams who participated on the November 9th game. As a result, we commissioned the fabrication of 150 commemorative game coins, like the one I hold in my hand right now, to honor each of the players who participated in that game. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me first to introduce the players and coaches. Hello, 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 hello. Oh. Testing. Oh, the players and coaches. Back up. Okay, okay. The players and coaches from Homestead Senior High who just finished receiving their commemorative coins today. At this time, if the City Council will want to greet the players, you can do so at this time so you guys can get a photo opportunity with them, along with the Centennial Steering Committee members and Councilwoman Patricia Fairclough McCormick, which is the liaison between the City of Homestead and the Centennial Steering Committee. Correct. Again, council members, feel free. Go ahead and join in. Yes, 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 Steve. I don't know the name. Oh. From Dr. Feldman's office, I want to introduce you real quick Ms. Terry Weinstein, which is the community liaison representative for Dr. Feldman.
Good evening. Dr. Feldman had every intention of being here with us tonight, but his mom fell ill, and unfortunately he wasn't able to be here this evening. However, I am representing him. My name is Terry Weinstein. I'm one of his community liaison representatives. And Dr. Feldman would like me to present his medals of recognition to some important people on the Homestead Senior High School staff. The first one would be presented to the head coach, Patrick Burrows, and to the cheerleading sponsor, Normanica Claire. Are they with us tonight? Okay, so then what I'll do, since neither of them are with us tonight, I can present them to the school principal, Ms. Corey Rodriguez. Okay, Coach Burrows is entering the room, so we will present it to him personally. Coach Burrows? Hi, I'm Terry with Dr. Feldman's office. He couldn't be with us today, but he wanted to present a medal of recognition to you for all your hard work with the kids. Okay, thank you. You're going to do your thing?
Yes. But you have my paper. Perfect. No, I need this, I need this, I need this. Definitely. Now, here to collect the winning game ball, allow me to introduce the coaches, players, and staff of the winning team, South Bay Senior High School. Mr. Kevin Miles, if you do me the honor of presenting the winning ball. To South Bay Senior High School Athletic Director, Joel Funari. My congratulations to the team. Thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, go ahead.
Well, I will accept this ball, but this is not for me. It's not for my principal, Miss Hidalgo. It's for our coaches and our players. They earned it. Miss Hidalgo, you want to come up here with me? And let's make sure we... Coach Hudson, come over here. This is for you, buddy. One heck of a job.
Thank you.
Another photo.
I'll get in the back.
Another photo. Get that camera.
Thank you. I don't know how to take that.
Now, with the keys.
At this time, any of the city council members who would like to take a group photo with the team may do so at this time. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, again, representing Dr. Feldman's office, I would like to reintroduce you to Terry Weinstein.
Good. Hi. Okay, for Southdale Senior High, we'd like to present some medals of recognition to the following. The Athletic Director, Joel Fernari. Thank you for your years of service. Next, the head coach, Coach Hudson.
Thank you.
And to the cheerleading sponsors, Diane Romero and Lindsay Giacomine. Thank you from Dr. Feldman.
Okay. Very good.
All right, thanks, gang.
Again, I want to congratulate the team for their hard work. A big round of applause. At this time, I want to say a big thank you to the chairwoman of the Centennial Steering Committee, Yvonne Knowles, Kamitra Driver, Tim Craig, Ruth Campbell, Steve Lossner, Kevin Miles, City of Homestead Council, all the countless volunteers to make this event possible. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
The next, we'll wait a few minutes.
Happy holidays.
Our next special presentation, again, will be presented by the Centennial Committee to FP&L Turkey Point recognition.
Thank you, Mayor Bateman, council members, audience, welcome. I am very, very pleased to make a presentation tonight to the gentlemen of Turkey Point Nuclear Power Plant, specifically the Senior Vice President, Mr. Mike Kiley, and Mr. Bob Bertelson, who is the Land Utilization Supervisor. I want to give you a little bit of a background here. The Centennial Committee has a gold sponsor, and that is Turkey Point Nuclear Power Station. That we are so grateful for their financial support of the Centennial, but over and above that generous donation, they came to our help when we said we wanted to do a Centennial float commemorating the history of 100 years of City of Homestead. So I went out to the plant. Bianca Cruz, the PIO officer out there, introduced me to Bob Bertelson. And I said, Bob, I have an idea, but I can't figure out how to do it. We'd like to recreate the old Flagler Railway Station. And I showed him a picture. If anybody has seen the Homestead Then and Now book, there's a great picture of the original railway station on the back. And I showed him this little picture, and I said, can we do something with this image? And I'm thinking maybe a backdrop painted on a piece of wood, not knowing that the land utilization crew takes their work very, very seriously and are very proud of the quality of the work they do. So we started out with a flatbed, and we ended up with the most amazing three-dimensional recreation of our train station. And as the little video here shows you what happened. We did start with a flatbed, and we ended up with a beautiful, almost to scale model of the facade of the train station. And then they left it beautifully built for us, and we brought a crew in. And thank you, Park and Rec, for letting us help work with the trustees. The team from the Centennial Committee got out with the paintbrushes and started painting. So I have a major thank you to Turkey Point FPL, but I'd also like to thank all the people who are participating in that, and I'd like to call you out by name, and starting off with the Senior Vice President of Turkey Point, Mr. Mike Kiley. Mike, your plaque reads, presented to Mike Kiley, with deepest gratitude for your generosity, we extend a thank you for your time and efforts in support of the Homestead Centennial Celebration on behalf of the Homestead City Council and the Homestead Centennial Steering Committee.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is very nice. Obviously, we don't do this for the recognition, but I'm very proud of the 800 full-time employees we have at the station, and right now the 5,000 contractors we have at the station, and Bob and his group for doing this. You know, our commitment to the community is we operate those power plants safely, and also our commitment to the community is we are a strong partner with the community. Today, we just finished our campaign to collect toys for the Salvation Army. We collected over 1,000 toys that will be distributed in the local area. So this is just one additional thing that we're giving back, and we appreciate it.
Thank you. And now I'd like to invite all the other members who worked on this project. Mr. Bob Bertelson, would you please lead off the team? Thank you, Bob.
Can I say it?
Yes, please.
All right. So when I met with Yvonne and her committee at my office, I could see in her eyes that just showing a photo, how is this going to happen? What is it going to look like? Will we get it done on time? You know, we got to get this done in 4 weeks. Well, I want to say a few words on how that happens, and it's really my team. You'll get to meet each and every one of them that volunteered their time with this, but one individual I do want to recognize, the man of the hour. When I spoke with John Holderman about this, We both were lit up about it, but John does put his heart and soul into it, and there was never a doubt it was going to get done. John, like I said all the time, with you on my team, we can move mountains. But my team is I'm truly blessed with all the people on my team. And secondly, I want to recognize my Vice President, Mike Kiley, and our plant senior management. I've been out there for 33 years and waited for an opportunity like this to give back to community and be part of something really exciting and to see it grow into something that we can take pride in. So I know that this is one example, and you're probably going to see many more where Turkey Point does give back to community. I look forward to seeing that.
Thank you, Bob. At this point, I'd like to call up Mr. Miguel Castro, Mr. Mark High, Mr. John Holderman, Mr. Geraldo Mejia, Mr. Luis Rodriguez, Ms. Magali Santiago, Mr. Derek Spivey, Mr. Kenny Spivey, Mrs. Percy Spivey, there's a Spivey family thing here, Mr. Daniel Tripp, Mr. Jay Williams, and from our Centennial Steering Committee, a volunteer who has really come to us and helped us a lot, Mr. Benjamin Morgan. Mr. Morgan, are you here? There you go. Thank you to all of these wonderful volunteers. They really came through. As we said, we did it in four weeks. And you'll see this parade float at our next parade, which will be the Martin Luther King Parade, and finally at the Rodeo Parade, thank you. So 2 more times to see our beautiful float, and then we'll be having it at our February 2nd Centennial Celebration at Harris Field. So come out and see it, and please give a round of applause to these wonderful people.
I'd just like to say on behalf of the entire City Council and City of Homestead, I mean, this is partnership at its best. This is a community that's come together to do the right thing for the right reason at the right time. And I thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Our next special presentation is Councilwoman Wallman, Juanita Smith, Soup Kitchen. Juanita, are you here tonight? You beautiful lady, come on up here. Hard-working, beautiful lady. You doing it?
Yes. I'm standing in for Councilwoman Waldman. I'm Councilman Jimmy Williams. Earlier tonight, a young man came up to me and said, are you part of the youth council? And I said, yes, I am. He thought I was the same age as one of his children, so I take that as very kind. So I'm very young tonight, so I'm part of the youth council tonight. But I stand up here for my colleague in her stead as Councilwoman Waldman holds her tour drive for the Homestead Soup Kitchen, which Ms. Juanita Smith will please come forward. With the holidays approaching, Councilman Judy Waldman will be holding her annual Christmas tour drive for Homestead Soup Kitchen during the month of course, November and December to benefit the children and families who receive services from the soup kitchen. And we want to just let you know that the collection boxes will be here at Homestead City Hall, Homestead Community Center for the historical Homestead Town Hall Museum, Mamma Mia Restaurant, Big Cheese Restaurant, Walgreens, and the Capri Restaurant in Florida City. Last year, Councilman Warner, along with volunteers from her nonprofit organization, Little Angels, donated and distributed hundreds of toys to underprivileged children who, along with their families, received meals and services from the soup kitchen. And this year, Councilwoman Waldman is asking the community to support the drive and donate new toys that will be distributed to kids who otherwise will not receive Christmas gifts. So at this appointed time, I'm going to ask Ms. Smith, former retired Commissioner of Florida City, who was the day-to-day operation of the soup kitchen, to kind of tell us about the soup kitchen, Homestead Soup Kitchen.
I thank you very much for this opportunity to let you know that we're still alive. Even though we are poor, we're still living, and we're waiting on some of the men to bring us some clothing so that we can have it to supply the men who really don't have it. Believe me, you're looking at me, but you don't believe it's true, because I haven't received anything on the men's side from this council, and I think I mentioned about 4 times. Remember, they don't have anything, and whatever you're getting ready to throw away, that's what we need. Now back to the Christmas. Christmas is a good time for everyone, and we're all waiting because we know that we're going to get something, because you care. You care enough to say, those of you who don't have it and the kids who don't have it, we're going to work for you. Thank you so much for what you are doing, and we'd like to have some of your bodies out there to help us to serve. I'd like to thank Councilwoman Walderman for her donation, Councilman Sherry, is that his name? Shelley, for his donation. We want to say to all of you, for the rest of the time, we want you to also give. But remember, for Thanksgiving, Homestead gave Soup Kitchen 24 turkeys. Give them a applause. Isn't that wonderful? Yes. Mayor Bateman came and delivered the turkeys, which means we had some for Thanksgiving. Now we have some for Christmas. Along with that, and giving us those turkeys, the men and women from the Kiwanis Club gave us the rest of the things to cook it with, and they brought their bodies to serve it for us. That was a blessing. Hallelujah. You don't know. To feed all those folk, and they came in from their jobs, it fed them. But we want to thank you for all that you're doing. And we want you to know that we're concerned. This is our neighborhood. And because we have both of the mayors, Mayor Otis Wallace and Mayor Bateman, we're here to serve you. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a good holidays, but don't forget, Soup Kitchen can use you also. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner. And let me just give you all, once again, those places. Homestead City Hall, the Homestead Community Center, the historic Homestead Town Hall Museum, Mamma Mia's Restaurant, a Big Cheese Restaurant, Walgreens, and the Capri Restaurant. Thank you so much.
The next special presentation is going to be given by Councilman Maldonado. Councilman Maldonado, would you come up?
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. Like my colleague here, we're standing in for Judy Wallman that's unable to be here at this moment, but today we're bringing up some special people who are doing great work in this community. And it's that time of the year where the Cancer Society and the Relay for Life join hands to make a difference in our community. So with that, I'll please ask the representatives for the Homestead Florida City Cancer Relay for Life, Yvette Ortiz, Michael Head, and any other staff members that you have.
Thank you, Councilman Elvis Maldonado. I want to point out that Elvis Maldonado is our advocacy chair for Relay for Life of Homestead, and we greatly appreciate you being on our council. Last year, we dedicated Relay for Life to his lovely wife, Lisette Maldonado, who passed away in April of breast cancer. My name is Yvette Ortiz. I am the event chair for the Relay for Life of Homestead in Florida City. Our organization's mission is to help people battling cancer find healing, comfort, and support from others who have faced cancer or who have lost a loved one to the disease. At Relay, you have a chance to meet people in our community who are equally as passionate about supporting people who are battling cancer and finding an end to cancer in our lifetime. Our mission is to celebrate more birthdays. We believe that when you have cancer, every birthday you celebrate is a victory. It's another year that cancer has not prevailed. Another birthday means everything to us. That is why we're dedicated to creating a world with less cancer and more birthday celebrations. Thanks in part to our work, 11 million cancer survivors will celebrate another birthday this year. But we can't stop there. With your continuing help, we can create a world with even more celebrations, more laughter, and more birthdays for all.
Last year, the Relay for Life of Homestead raised over $32,000 to help the cancer victims and support the various programs of the American Cancer Society. This year, we're off to a running start. We currently have 13 teams registered and have raised already $2,500 through various fundraisers and sponsorships. The Relay for Life of 2013 will be held at Homestead Hospital on May 17th and 18th, with the opening survivor walk taking place at 5 p.m. As it is the city's 100-year anniversary, it is also the 100th year of the American Cancer Society. So in that theme, we have chosen a century in review. With your continued support, we can look forward to the meeting. We can look forward to and meeting or exceeding our goals. Thank you.
I would like to present the city of Homestead with a token of appreciation and gratitude of your generous support to the American Cancer Society Relay for Life of Homestead. We'd like to present this award to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can try.
On behalf of the city, we'll accept this, and of course, you could count on us to help you in all your endeavors. We know we're going to do a great job here, so I appreciate all your support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, who took my agenda? Guys that keep stealing my agenda all night long. But that concludes special presentations at this point. We're going to take a 5-minute recess, and we'll start our council meeting. Unless I missed something, because I have no I just got a funny look, so I'm like, man, maybe I forgot something. No, that's it. That's it. And whoever's notes are here, if you want them, they're here. So it's not confusing. There is another presentation, but it falls within the council's purview, which is the swearing in of the Mayor's Youth Council.